Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Anjali and you are watching me on my YouTube channel, Learn with Ani. Since our grammar series is almost coming to an end, so from today onwards, we'll be starting on with our reading and listening practice series. In this series, I'll be sharing some of the interesting stories with you that will motivate you, as well as will help you in your reading and listening practice. And at the end of every story, we'll be discussing some of the difficult words so that your vocabulary will also be enhanced and you'll be able to familiarize with English words and their pronunciations. Before starting, I must say that it's my very first time narrating a story, so please forgive me for any of the mistakes and feel free to comment on it. I'll make sure to correct them. So the story I'm sharing with you is called The Man Who Never Quit. This inspiring story is about the co-founder of Alibaba Group, Jack Ma. What makes this story extraordinary is that it's a true story about how he beat poverty, failure, and adversity to become one of the most richest person in the world or the richest in China. We all fail from time to time, but what defines us is how we react to those failures. Do you also feel like giving up sometimes? Or how do you react when things don't exactly work out the way you want them to? Let's know how Jack Ma reacted to his failures and overcame them. So, the story begins on the 15th of October 1964. A poor family in Hangzhou, China, was blessed with a baby boy. And they named him Ma Yun. Little did they know that this infant held a big future in his little feet. Ma Yun did not have an easy childhood. His parents did not have much money, and as the middle child of three, he has an older brother and a younger sister. He grew up without many luxuries. He was often teased and bullied in school by his classmates because he was so thin, but he showed strength of character where he lacked physical strength, and did not let the bigger boys scare him. This proved to be one of the most important life lessons for him. It is this mental strength developed at such a young age which led him future success against all odds. Ma Yun knew that the only way out of poverty was to educate himself. He was determined to learn English, but there was not much opportunity to learn the subject in school. As a teenager, Ma started waking up early to visit the city's main hotel 40 minutes away from his house and began offering foreign visitors tours of the city in exchange for English lessons. One of his tourist friends started calling him Jack, and with time that name stuck. School life was especially hard for Ma and taught him that failure was a part of life at a very early age. Ma failed in his primary school examination twice and thrice in his middle school exams. When applying to universities after his high school, Jack failed the entrance exam 3 times before finally joining Hangzhou Normal University. That means he took 3 years to finally join a university as he could only apply once a year. He even applied and wrote to Harvard University 10 times for his admission and got rejected each time. Do you think this was the extent of Ma Yun's misfortune and failures? Will his life change from here onwards? Let's read further to find out more. Ma's failure did not stop in college. After he graduated in 1988, he started applying for as many jobs as he could, but he failed to secure even a single one. He had applied for 30 different jobs. When KFC came to China, he and 23 other applicants went for jobs. Everyone got selected except for Ma. He was also one of the 5 applicants who applied for the job in police force and the only one who was rejected. He finally settled for a job as an English teacher, although that earned him less than 800 rupees a month. He even tried his hand at entrepreneurship, but his first 2 ventures failed. His attempt to failures only made him stronger and more determined to succeed. He learned to overcome the pain of rejection and started treating rejections as opportunities to learn and grow. Ma had no experience with computers as they were rare in China at that time. He was fascinated by the internet when he was first introduced to it during a visit to US in 1995 for a government project related to the building of highways. When Ma used internet for the first time, he searched for beer. To his surprise, no Chinese beer turned up in the result. Although beer from various countries did make it to the list, he then searched China and not a single result popped out. He decided that a huge country like China deserved to be on the internet. And it was then that he decided to start an internet company for China. 4 years later, he gathered 17 close friends in his apartment and convinced them to invest in him and his vision for an online marketplace he called Alibaba. The site allowed exporters to list their products online so that customers could buy them directly. It was a great idea, but his biggest challenge was building trust among the people of China that an online system of payment and package transfer is reliable. The company started small, beginning from his apartment without a single penny and investment from outside investors. Alibaba later raised $20 million from SoftBank and another $5 million from Goldman Sachs in 1999. The company went on to grow rapidly and expanding all across the world and has now become the e-commerce giant that Jack Ma had dreamed of. Jack Ma knew nothing about computers or the internet and had never sold anything to anyone in his life. And yet, he started his first successful company at the age of 31. In these fields, self-belief, persistence, bravery in the face of adversity, and treating failures as just another step towards success is what Jack Ma's extraordinary life speaks of. His story is a great lesson to all of us to never give up, no matter how difficult our situation may be. This story is written by Tanu Rawat. I hope you enjoyed the story. Now it's time for discussing the difficult words of story. The first difficult word was adversity. Adversity means difficulties, यानी कि मुसीबत. Second word in a row is tease. Teased means चिढ़ाना या फिर to make fun of. Third word is bullied. Bullied means तंग करना, or we can say that to hurt some weaker person. Next word is determined. Determined means having firmly decided to do something even if it is difficult. यानी कि दृढ़ निश्चय करना. Next word is opportunity. Opportunity means chance या फिर अवसर. Next word is applicants. Applicants means contestant यानी कि आवेदन करने वाले. Next word was entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is business. Next word is venture. Venture means tries or attempt, something like that. कोशिश करना. Next word is fascinated. Fascinated means आकर्षित या फिर attracted to, something like that. Next word is gathered. Gathered means to collect, यानी कि इकट्ठा करना. Next word is convince. Convinced means मनाना, राजी करना, or to assure someone, something like that. Next word is rapidly. Rapidly means very quickly, बहुत जल्दी से. Next word is expanding. Expanding means बढ़ाना या फिर फैलाना, like increasing something in size. कुछ ऐसे size में increase या फिर increasing in texture or whatever it is. Next word is persistent. Persistence is the ability to stick to something even though it's difficult. यानी कि दृढ़ता, it's somewhat similar to determined. Okay, so that was the story. I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did, then please do like, share, and subscribe. Do let me know in the comment section what you think of the story. I'll meet you with yet another interesting story in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.